Hello Aries, this is Ashley. We're going to be doing your October reading for just general. So we're going to look at past, present, and future and try and narrow down where you've been and where you're headed this month. And we'll do a 9-card spread and get some additional detail as we go along. So I will be opening up October personal readings in the bookings or the schedule section of the website listed below. So I'll be doing that in the next day or so. So keep eyes out for that if you are so interested. And remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If this is not your reading, go ahead and check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements. Get a full picture of what might be happening for you in October. And I'll be sure to link the bonus Mercury retrograde playlist at the end of this video if you haven't yet checked that out. That will be coming into play this month. As I film this, we are in our first day of Mercury retrograde. So let's see what's going on for Aries in October. Where did the time go? We have the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Messenger of Earth, so the Knight of Pentacles there. We have the Sun, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Holy cow, the Eight of Fire, the Three of Swords, and the Emperor. At the bottom of the deck we have the King of Cups, or water is what it's called in this deck. So could be dealing with a Scorpio or a water sign, but overall energy for October is very intuitive. Could be an emotional month for you. Also a lot of love coming up here. Now it doesn't have to be romantic love. It can be the love of a project, you know, a friend. So we'll kind of see how that's coming into play for your month. Lots of fire energy here, movement, inspiration definitely going on. And the center card for your spread is the Page of Cups here, so could be having some some interactions with a water sign, specifically you know, an offer of love or an apology even coming in here, as it does look like we've had some broken-hearted situation happen here that may be prompting an apology. Now, I do think that on some level there's a bit of a slow path to forgiveness here, but I do see it happening, kind of slowly moving into forgiving and kind of reopening that heart is what it kind of feels like. Yeah, so let's get going here. So in the past position, we have the gray squirrel. And I love that his little third eye is activated here. It says, find new ways of solving problems. And it is Archangel Raphael. This is the Archangel Animal deck, so each one has an animal totem, and some archangel energy coming in here. But with the gray squirrel, it's all about, you know, being really ingenious in the way that you figure out next steps, even when things are difficult. So like the gray squirrel is often associated with problem solving, being master puzzle solvers. So let's see how that's coming into play. We have the Ace of Wands, the Sun, and the Eight of Wands. So definitely a lot of movement towards, you know, your own happiness here. We have the Sun, so definitely could be some Leo energy that you're dealing with. But like this card in particular, there's sunflowers, there's all this golden energy here. And it kind of makes me think strongly of solar plexus. So personal power and being able to solve a problem. Specifically if it's something that is inspiring to you. It's like you want something and you're going to go for it. So let's get some more details here and try and narrow down what sort of problem solving you've been doing here in the recent past. I'll try and scoop these up. These cards are kind of large, so they're going off camera here. I just noticed that, so hang on just a sec. Try and get them in view as best we can here. It's a little better. All right. So what do we got going on with the past position? Why do we have the Ace of Wands? We have the Seven of Wands. Definitely a lot of determined energy and self belief is what I want to say. It's like really believing in yourself and deciding this is what's going to happen. Almost like a stubborn energy, but in a positive way here. We also have the Five of Swords. So kind of up against perhaps even your own mental conflict or doubts, that kind of thing. But I'm also feeling like on some level you've decided to take some steps towards a new opportunity here. Something that you feel really passionate about and you're willing to stand up for it. But I do feel like you've maybe caught some grief from, you know, kind of just people in your circle or people that sort of want to throw stones at your endeavor here. Let's see, what do we have? The Sun. We have the Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. So definitely could be chasing a dream here. Something that you feel will make you very happy. Could be a new career endeavor with that Ten of Pentacles. Could also just be some sort of lifelong goal, just some sort of legacy. So this could even be relationship and wanting to build a family, start your own business, write a book. I mean, it could be whatever is sort of like a dream come true for you in this lifetime. So let's see, where do we have the Eight of Wands? There's that King of Cups that came up at the bottom of the deck. And the Strength card. Some more Leo and Scorpio energy showing up there. It does feel like some sort of deeply emotional, sort of like intuitive calling that you're going after. I do feel like you've had to have a lot of courage to go towards this. You know, this wasn't just, oh yeah, I can start this new beginning and have it. I mean, it took kind of your own inner battle to kind of get to this place where you're moving towards this here in the recent past. So it does feel like perhaps you may have been intuitively guided to do so, to kind of go for this, whatever it may be. It just feels like the next right step for you. And I think that with this Seven of Wands showing up with the Five of Swords and the Ace of Wands, like this to me feels like that problem-solving gray squirrel energy that came through there. So it's kind of like you can see how he's standing up here with a wand and kind of fighting all these other wands back. So it's like as a problem shows up, you figure out a solution, and then the next step is whatever. So it's like as each problem arises, you deal with it in the moment, and then you keep going. So that looks really positive. It does look like I said, you've had to find the courage to do this. You've also had perhaps some conflict that you've had to deal with other people, perhaps even bad-mouthing what you were trying to do here. So let's see what's coming up in the present moment. We have come to the edge. So again, kind of like a leap of faith energy here. This card often reminds me of the Fool in the Tarot. So it's kind of like you can see she's standing on this sort of chunk of land here, and she's right on the razor's edge of falling off the side. And so whatever's going on right now kind of feels like it's pushing you to your limits in some ways. Like it's a risk. What you're aspiring to do here is seen as a risk, whether it's like you see it as a risk or other people do. And I think some of that is both, because like I said, I do feel like in the past you've had some people kind of sharing their maybe not so positive opinions about what it is that you're doing here. But I think on some level you're taking a risk to move forward with whatever this Ace of Wands is here for you. Like I said, could be family, love, or some sort of other project. We have the Four of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Swords. I think for some of you, this manifestation is taking place. It could very well be a union with a Leo, Scorpio. So far, we also have Aries, which would be you, right? Coming in the future position. Could be dealing with another Aries, but it does look like part of why this is such a risk is because, you know, your heart is at stake here. You're at risk of a broken heart. And you've probably experienced that in the past. Like I said, there could be someone coming in here with a love offer or an apology. So let's see what's going on here in the present moment. We have the Four of Wands. Why is that showing up? Oh my. We have the Queen of Cups. So Queen and King of Cups on the board here. And the Temperance card. With the Page of Cups, we have the Devil. and the Ten of Wands. With the Three of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. So it does feel like there's some sort of strong emotional situation going on here. With both the King and Queen of Cups coming in, I think there's some sort of, it's either a love interest for some of you, or someone that you've been in a relationship with previously, or it's some kind of deep emotional calling, like something that you feel will be quite emotionally satisfying, especially with the Sun here, and that Nine of Cups, dream come true kind of energy. But I think it's taken some time to get to this manifestation. I've had to have a lot of patience here with this Temperance card. And I think that there's been a lot of healing as well going on in the background as you've sort of awaited this manifestation to come into play. Now, when I say manifestation, that can also be some sort of reunion with someone here. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, again, a water sign, Cancer, Pisces in particular there. We have Capricorn as well showing up. But I do feel like there's been pain here in the past. Now, it could be from a relationship standpoint. I do feel like somebody here was a bit toxic, and it was something that came to an end because of that toxicity. It was really a burden here. You can see with the Ten of Wands, he's trying to carry all these wands to this town and set them down. But 10 is an ending here that has happened. And with that Page of Cups, if someone is coming in to offer an apology for what has happened, I think that they've come to realize that there was some seriously toxic behaviors happening in the past that brought this relationship to an end. Now, this Page of Cups could also be someone who was emotionally immature, especially coming in with that Devil card there. Whether they're coming forward or not, I think that the risk here is trying to either get back into a reunion with this person, or even a brand new person here that seems to be very compassionate and caring and intuitive. I feel like you're kind of you've been taking your time with this because, you know, you've dealt with some rough stuff in past relationships here. If this is like work or inspirational type of creative endeavor that you're dealing with here, I do feel like there's probably been like a situation in the past where you felt really stuck in a job, sort of a very drama-filled environment, I would say. A lot of, you know, stuff like gossip and blame games, and overall just not very good management is what I'm getting from that. And I do feel like there was a lot of stuck energy with that work environment, as you can see here with the Eight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, clarifying this Three of Swords. So the heartbreak was associated with being stuck to it for so long and kind of just being in the thick of it, seeming like there was no escape, right? So it could go either way, relationship. I mean, just take what resonates here. Let's see what's coming in the future position for October for Aries. We have this beautiful uncaging card, and it's like a heart opening. You can see the keyhole there at the center. I feel like maybe even Aries has gotten this before. But it really talks about kind of releasing guilt, blame, taking responsibility for yourself as well, which allows that heart to open. Now we have the the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So I kind of feel like something didn't work before, and now somebody has slowly come forward wanting to try again here. If it's not someone from the past, I do feel like it's kind of been this like slow start to really open up again for you after some heartbreak that you've experienced. And it does kind of feel like, even though this is past, present, future, I kind of feel like that heartbreak has just continued to follow you because it was kind of a big deal when it happened. So it's not fully healed yet. I think healing has been happening. And it's just been this kind of slow progress to get to this more open-hearted place. And that's not a judgment. That's just what I'm picking up on here, is that it's maybe felt even to you that it was like kind of clinging to you almost, right? I mean, and that is devil energy. So let's see, because I do feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, something's coming in here for you, a solid offer, but it could feel like it has been taking forever to show up. Why do we have the Knight of Pentacles? We have the Seven of Swords. And the Star card. So some Aquarius energy showing up there. The Three of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And the Queen of Pentacles. With the Emperor. There's that Ace of Wands again. And the Justice card. So some Libra and some Capricorn coming in again there. So I do feel like some toxic aspect of your past, whether this was a person or a situation, has been just, like I was saying, it's like it's just followed you. Right? This heartbreak, this like kind of almost manipulative energy has just kind of kept following you into the future here. And I do feel like this person has been a part of your deeper past as well. So it kind of feels like it extends here with this toxic situation. With the Knight of Pentacles, we're getting the Seven of Swords and the Star card. I do feel like it's been really slow and you've been trying to like remove yourself from this. Now, it could be that like they don't want you to go. It could be that you've just been so worn down that it's taken you quite a while to like make your exit here completely. But something about it just feels like an attachment, some sort of cord holding you to this person or thing here. And I do feel like there's more healing coming in here in the future position. We already had Temperance show up here. And now we're getting the Star card. So I do feel like there's more healing as you remove yourself further. And it's just like this one step at a time process. It kind of feels like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Trying to like get out of this attachment that you're somehow bound to. With the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles here, I do feel like you are looking into the future here. You can kind of see the look on her face on this 3 of Pentacles. She's kind of gazing out into the potentials ahead of her. And I do feel like you're going to find that this deep, passionate thing that you've had in the past, where you've been problem solving and standing up for your own happiness, that's the resource that is going to carry you forward. That passion, that self-protection almost, self-belief as well. Really following your intuition with that King of Cups here, which is kind of the overall energy to the reading. And look, the Magician is just below the King of Cups. So I think on an intuitive level, you're inspired to do something and you kind of go for that. I think that's the way forward here in building work, new foundation, just more abundance for yourself, for sure. With the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, and the Justice here, I think there's like this Justice card is like giving me feelings of like a victory here. It's like you've taken control, which is a similar energy here, right? In this past position for this new beginning, there's been like a resurgence of this toxic past person or place or whatever. Somebody came forward to communicate here, whether it was to apologize or like, hey, come back to work, or whatever it may have been. And it kind of felt like this, I don't know, big pothole on the path. And you've like, in this future position, I feel like you've jumped over that pothole and you just keep going with where you were headed in the first place. So to me, it feels like just like bossing up. I mean, this is your energy here. You're really going after what it is that you want. And on some level, while this feels like victory to me, it's also something to do with like a balancing of the karmic scales, right? So whatever this new passionate beginning has been for you, both in the recent past and now, like it's still at this potential stage with it being an ace. Whatever that's been for you, whether it's a new person, new job, you've decided to go back to school, whatever, that particular endeavor that you are going after, I feel like is serving karma for whatever this negative, toxic person or place was for you. So because you've kind of jumped over them and kept going, there's a balancing of the scales that's taking place here. So interesting and very empowered reading here, Aries. I hope that was helpful. And I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a great October. We'll definitely, of course, do weekly check-ins with how things are going throughout the month. But if you haven't already, definitely check out that Mercury retrograde bonus that I did specifically for your sign. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.